Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to no webinar. My name is Frank, and today's topic is about license troubleshooting. I'll take around 25 minutes to introduce. After 5 minutes break, we have 5 minutes for Q&A. To ensure the quality of the webinar, I'll mute everyone from now. So, if you have any question, please type in the question window. Okay, let's see about today's agenda. We have 3 topics for this webinar. For the first topic, I'll introduce how to choose new product license of different scenario. After that, I'll show the steps of new product license activation and transfer. And the last thing is about general license issue troubleshooting. We are going to tell you the license error code meaning and how to do the basic troubleshooting of each issue. Well, let's start to talk about the new product license. Assume you are a supermarket manager. Your boss help you to use new product to design a surveillance system in their shop. In this case, there are totally 32 cameras and 4 post registers. And you also decide to purchase 2 NVR to accomplish this target. One is NVR Mini 2, which connects 16 cameras and 4 post registers. Another is NVR Solo, which connects 16 cameras only. As this scenario, there are a few options as this table. For NVR Mini 2, you are able to select NE4080 or NE4060. Since NE4080 has 8 channels base license, so you could purchase additional 8 channels camera license and 4 channels post license. 1 channel post license for 1 post registers. But if you select NE4060, you don't need to purchase any additional license, because by that, this model has 16 channels base license, but it has achieved the maximum channel number, so it also cannot be activated camera license anymore. For NVR Solo, you should purchase additional 10 channels license for NS8060 or NS8065. You also can choose NS8160 or NS8165. Then you don't need to purchase any license. NVR Mini 2 and NVR Solo could fulfill the request of general retail, but how to decide the necessary license for a huge scenario? Let's see the second scenario. After a year, your boss wants to expand the second shop in Africa, and he also needs to control and monitor the surveillance system of both shops in the US headquarters. At his request, you decide to install new CMS system in the US headquarters to manage both stores. For this case, the stores of China has 16 cameras and 4 post registers, but since the stores of Africa is a department store, it installed main console and have enabled many functions. As you can see, it has 16 cameras, 8 post registers, 4 channels camera have to set up people counting, and 4 doors for access control. On the other hand, there is a parking lot beside the store, so it also has to set up the LPR function. In this case, you should decide that how to select license for 3 different products. Let's see. For NVR Mini 2, it should as previous retail case, but for main console, it should activate 36 channels and third-party license, which including POS, IVS, access control, and LPR. Except LPR license, the other third-party license support 1 or 4 channels only. And before activating any license to CMS, it has to activate CMS base license. There are 48 camera channels and 8 I/O channels, including in CMS-based license. Except IVS license, user has to activate all types license to CMS to enable those functions, or the NVR and other third-party devices cannot be viewed. And after a few years, you quit the management job and create a company. For the new company, you also have to design a surveillance system by yourself. In this case, there have 35 cameras installed in this office, and all of cameras could be viewed on headquarters. So, you decide to use Titan NVR to solve this issue. For Titan NVR, it only have camera license, and all of NVR model built-in 4-channel license. In this case, you could purchase 32 channels camera license, then everything is fine. Okay, the next scenario is about Crystal Titan. But before we start the scenario, we want to talk about the structure of Crystal Titan. Since Crystal Titan uses centralized management structure, the serial number could be activated on management server only. The management server will assign the serial number to each server as recording server and metadata server. One recording server could enable 64 channels, and one metadata server could enable 400 channels, POS, or access control device. This mechanism is different from another standalone VR. So, for the last scenario, you want to move the company to a new building, and since the original CCTV system is too old, you plan to remove it, then use IP-based NVR to replace it. In this time, you select Neural Crystal Titan. In this case, there are 200 IP cameras, and $20 need to install access control system. For Crystal Titan, there are 2 license types. One is Enterprise, and another is Ultimate. The difference of those 2 types license is that Ultimate license supports video wall function, but the Enterprise doesn't. User also could define the camera channel which they needed when purchase license. So in this case, you should purchase 1 Ultimate license for 200 camera channel and 20 access control license. Well, on first topic, I have introduced about neural product license and how to select license for different scenarios. In the next part, I'd like to talk about how to transfer and activate license. By activate and transfer license, manager could adjust NVR's capability much flexible to fulfill each scenario's demand. So, it is basic and important skill for learning neural product. Okay, before we start here to talk about the detail for how to activate the transfer license, I want to take a few minutes to tell you the full procedure of those functions. As everybody knows, there are 2 methods could activate and transfer license, online and offline. As the diagram, if PC or NVR could connect to internet directly, then it could use online method. However, there are a lot of scenarios don't allow the internet connection. In those cases, the offline method is very helpful for this environment. To express the procedure, I'll define the name of the serial number and license. Serial number is a 16 hexadecimal digital string, and it should be filled in NVR activation tool to activate or transfer. License means the corresponding code with serial number. Each serial number has the corresponding license. For online method, when you fill the serial number in license management page or activation tool and click Active or Transfer button, The NVR information and the serial number will be brought to no license server. After that, license server will check the serial number status and the record in license server. In this part, the transfer procedure is complete. For activation procedure, license server will transmit the corresponding license to NVR, and NVR would receive it, then write the corresponding license in internal license file. Okay, for offline method, the NVR would generate an offline direct file first, which including the NVR information and the serial number. After that, user need to copy this file to a PC which could connect to internet. After that, server will record the serial number status, and it will transmit the corresponding license to the PC. The license tool will generate an offline.dll file, which including the corresponding license. The user have to copy that DLL file, then import it in NVR to complete offline activation procedure. Well, after realize the procedure of license activation and transfer, we are going to express the detail of the operation. For standalone NVR, you are able to do online activate license through installation wizard and NVR web. Before do online activation, please ensure that the NVR has been connected to internet. And for installation wizard, in addition to IP cameras license, user can also activate post license. To activate license through NVR web, you can fill the serial number to this column and click Activate button. If it is successful, the serial number will occur on license list as snapshot. And if the device is set up in intranet without internet connection, there is another way to activate license. For offline activation, there are only 3 steps to complete this procedure. Click Export button and save the offline.reg file to any storage and remember the store path. After that, copy the offline file to another PC which connects to internet, then execute the offline tool and select offline file. After importing the offline file, it needs to fill the serial number which you want to activate in this column. Then click Activate button to activate license and get the .dll file. For step 3, copy the .dll file, then import it to NVR. If it is successful, the serial number will show the license list. But if you lost the .dll file, please inform us. Then we will help you to reset the license so that you are able to activate it again. After setting on NVR, since the activation procedure of main console is similar with NVR, I will express what's the difference between NVR and main console. As you can see, it is an activation tool snapshot of main console. The difference from standalone NVR is that when export the offline file, main console will generate an offline pack, which is including offline activation tool and main console information. On the other hand, since the main console will restart automatically after activated or transferred license, we recommend that you to finish license activation or transfer first before start main console. Okay, after introducing how to do offline activation, to transfer license through NVR web, you can click the serial number which you want to transfer and click transfer button. Then this license will be transferred. Offline transfer is simple than offline activation since it don't need to import the DLL file back to NVR. Click your license which you want to transfer it, then click Export button to generate an offline file. As the activation step, please copy the offline file to another PC which connects to Internet, then execute the offline tool. Select the offline direct file, then click Transfer to transfer this license. And except license activation, main console license management tool also could transfer license by online or offline as this snapshot. Well, I'd like to turn on to the final topic. In the next topic, since we have encountered many customers have license issue very often, therefore, we are going to introduce the general license issue and how to do basic troubleshooting of it. The first license error code we would like to introduce is error code 4. It is caused by that you used the same offline direct file to do activation. One offline file only can be activated one time. It cannot be used second times. Please keep in mind. The solution of this issue is to generate a new offline direct file to activate again. The next license error code is error code 10. It means license server cannot find this license in server database. You could fill capital letter or small letter. Also, please notice the symbol which between each 4 hexadecimal digit string is dash, not hyphen. So, the solution of this issue is to check the serial number you filled in activation tool whether have any typo or not. If you ensure that it is correct but still have this issue, please apply a ticket to eHelp desk. Then we will help you to clarify this issue. The error code 11 occurs very often. It means the license has been activated, so you cannot activate it again. Sometimes, if the network quality is not stable, when you activate serial number, this issue also occurs. If you are able to find this issue which have been activated in a device, we recommend you to transfer it, then activate this license to another device. But if this device is damaged or has reinstalled OS, it doesn't have another way to transfer the serial number. If so, please inform us, then we could help you to reset this license status, then it could be activated again. The error code 12 means the serial number's type is not corresponding with NVR server information. For example, if you import Titan's serial number into main console activation tool, this issue will happen, because the serial number type cannot be decided by user. If you don't know the license type, please inform us, then we could help you to check the serial number's type. The next error code is error code 34. It only could occur on main console because it belongs to IVS license error code. There are many reasons will occur this issue, but it is most probably caused by that the IVS license has been activated. So, if you encounter this issue, please upgrade to main console version to 5.0.22 above. This version supports IVS license transfer function. If you cannot upgrade main console to this version by special reason, please inform us, then we could help you to transfer the IVS license from main console and reset it on the license server. The latest license error code I want to introduce is 268435460. This issue also occurred on main console only because it caused by that the PC hardware ID is changed. If you change the PC's hardware as RAM, hard drive, network adapter after activate serial number, this issue will occur when you open main console. It is because main console will check the hardware ID of PC whether it's same as the original ID. On the other hand, we don't recommend you to install OS based on RAID configuration since main console cannot get the correct ID. And to solve this issue, please transfer all of main console license first, then activate it again. Then this issue should be resolved. As above expression, we also could find out more information of NoWiki. It could help you to do troubleshooting while you encountering of lost license error. We will keep updating it monthly, so if you have any inquiry, you also could check NoWiki first. So, to summarize the main points of today's webinar. For first topic, you should understand how to choose product license according different scenario and have a capability to select the correct and suitable license of no product. For second topic, I have introduced the license offline, online, activation, transfer, procedure and described the detail of the operation. For the last topic, you should understand general license error code, meaning, and could do basic troubleshooting. Okay, now we have 5 minutes for take a rest. I'd like to invite any question you may have, and I'll be pleased to answer them. If you have any inquiry, please type in question window. Thank you. Okay, so we have one question. The question is, suppose my server is crashes suddenly, then what to do for restoring the original license? Okay, this is a very good question. And if your server is crashed, and uh, there's there's no way to there's no way to transfer this license, but you are able to provide the MAC address to us, PC MAC address. Then we could use this MAC address to check your license by our license server. And if you don't know the PC's MAC address, you are able to use this command to check this. For example, you could type the ipconfig O, and you can find the PC MAC address on this way. And this is the physical MAC address. But if your PC your PC cannot reboot anymore, and you also can check the motherboard vendor and let him to tell you the MAC address of this PC. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, since there's no further question, that brings me to the end of my presentation. I hope you found it interesting. We'll send the PowerPoint by email to you later. Thank you for your listening, and I want to wish you all have a good day. Goodbye.